Hi everybody, welcome to the MakeupChair. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how I wear my makeup when I wear my glasses. I don't wear my glasses as often as I should. When I do wear them, this is kind of the look that I like to do. It's a very kind of neutral eye, but it's well defined as well. Even underneath the glasses, this pretty much looks well defined, and a few tips in the rest of your face. So I hope that you enjoy it and just keep watching. Very first thing that I did was start off with cleansed, moisturized face, and then I applied a bit of a primer. Now the primer that I used is the Pure Minimizing Primer by Almay. The reason I use this is because around your nose area where your glasses can sit, that area can kind of gather a lot of makeup. So this will prevent that. Then I'll apply my foundation. I'm using two foundations here, which might sound a bit extreme, but one of them is for kind of underneath the eyes area. So I'm using the True Match foundation for underneath the eyes because that's slightly drier consistency. It sets to sort of a powder, so it's going to work underneath my glasses. But the rest of my face is kind of dry, so that's why I use the e.l.f. Flawless Finish foundation. It's a little bit kind of more moisturizing, and I apply that all over my face using my blending sponge. I use the L'Oreal one underneath here, and then I will blend it out completely and use kind of the e.l.f., most of the e.l.f. on the outer portion of my face and around here because that's kind of drier. And I really make sure that I conceal right underneath the eyes because my glasses kind of cast a shadow underneath my eyes. I want to make sure that area is nice and bright. Once you've applied your foundation and your concealer to your blemishes and underneath your eyes, then you can go ahead and set it. So I'm going to take a pressed powder. You can use a loose powder if you have one of those as well. And I'm going to very gently go over the concealer underneath my eyes. I don't want to apply too much powder there, so I'm barely touching the skin. And I also do the inner portion of the nose, and then I just do the sides here too. We're going to start off with the brows. I first of all take a spoolie, which is like a clear mascara wand, and I will brush my brows upwards, and then I will take my brow pencil and I'll start to fill in where I don't have many hairs. In them in very gently, you don't have to go over the top. Will frame your eyes but also frame the glasses on your face. I like to keep the lid nice and light, so I first of all apply just a neutral base. Also make sure you apply a little bit of this in the inner corner of the eye. Next I take some mid-tone onto a fluffy brush. I'm going to mix this mid-tone up with a touch of that darker shade. This is going to add definition to the eyes when it's underneath the glasses, so we're going to push back our kind of crease by placing a darker shade in there. This will kind of emphasize the lid more, bring out the eyes, and you're always remembering to blend this really well. Take an angled brush and a black shadow, and I'll start to line right by the lashes, starting on the outer portion of the eye. Now I'm using a shadow because it's a lot easier to use than a liquid liner. So you could use a liquid or a gel liner first, and then do the powder over the top, but I just like the kind of softness that you get from a shadow. Use the angles that are in your brush. When the thinnest part is in here, you're going to create a thin line, and then flip it over to do the thin line on the outer portion here as well. But it's just soft and subtle. Take the same brush and a touch of a brown shade, and I'm just going to line right by the lashes on the lower part of the lid. And you want to stop where your natural lashes stop. So my lashes stop there, that's where I'm going to stop with this. Then I take a white or an off pink pencil and I work this on the lower waterline, and this will really brighten up underneath there. Next you want to move on to curling your lashes. Now you really want to make sure you curl them quite well so they're not going to be hitting off the lens and streaking the lens with mascara. What I will do is I will first of all do right at the roots, and I will do a few pumps here, and I will come out a little bit and get the center of the lashes, and what this will do is really curl them going up at a curve like that rather than just going up straight or kind of straight out. Then I use a waterproof mascara. The reason why I use waterproof is not only is it going to keep the curl, but if it does happen to get onto your lens, it's just going to flake off rather than streaking it and then you have to clean them. You can do a little bit underneath as well, and that's the eyes done. I pop my glasses on, And now I'm going to move on to the rest of my face. So I'm going to start by taking a little bit of bronzer, and I'm using the Sleek Contour Kit like I always do. And I'm just going to define underneath here just like I normally would. But the great thing is I know where my glasses are. I keep wanting to say lashes, but glasses are, so that I can see the shadow that it's casting, and I'm not going to interfere with that. I'm going to move on to blush. I'm going to be using this rose pink, and I'm just going to smile and just get the touch of that apple there, which is this part that sticks out. But I'm not bringing it up the same way that I used to, because usually I would bring it kind of in this area and then blend it upwards. But because I have my glasses on, I'm just going to do here. Depending on the glasses that I've decided to wear, that kind of makes me decide on what lip to wear. So if I'm wearing these ones here, which are kind of dark framed, you can kind of imagine them like a smoky eye. So you wouldn't want to go with something too intense with them, unless you're doing it for like a night out, and then you can have like a pink or a red, but just make sure that it's not too intense, because obviously you're going to be competing for attention then, so which you don't really want to do. Whereas if I'm wearing these ones, which are kind of a soft pink, barely there, sort of matching with my hair color, then I can get away with wearing kind of a stronger lip throughout the day without it looking like it's too intense or too crazy. But I still wouldn't go for something too outrageously strong on the lips, because you don't want to be fighting for attention with the eyes. So I hope that you enjoyed this look. I will talk to you soon. I'm Shady Katie, and thank you so much for watching.